Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Manny. In this channel, we explore smart strategies for building wealth with real estate and other assets. So in this video, it's going to be a new series on how to invest in real estate here in the United States. So in this video, we're going to explore one of the popular strategy when starting your real estate investing, which is the house hacking. If you are in the market right now in Las Vegas, you know that the real estate is very hot, wherein prices is too high. So that being said, house hacking is one of your options. Today we're going to explore one of the community here in Black Mountain Ranch, which is the High Point. So the High Point is still developed by Lennar, and all of the houses here is townhomes. So they have this one model called Franklin with a NextGen suite. So if you're looking forward with the house hacking strategy, to me this is the best house readily available from the developer. So that being said, I'm going to give you a tour, and we're going to split this video into two parts because I'm going first to tour the Franklin, the NextGen suite, and the next one would be the upstairs, which is the main house. So hey guys, again welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to tour one of the model house here by Lennar in Black Mountain Ranch, and we are currently in High Point. So what we're going to see here, the model is the Franklin. So it's about 1800 square feet, 3 bedrooms and 3 baths. And what's good thing about this house from a standpoint of an investor is that what they're selling is this type of NextGen. It's a 2 private entries. You have 2 living rooms, 2 kitchens, 2 private suites, and 2 laundry areas in one home. So I've been looking for Lennar when we moved here in Henderson, and what I always wanted to have as a starter investor is to have a place in my current house to be rented out. So basically this is a perfect setup for me because especially in this model, we're in the NextGen is at the lower level, and your primary house is at the second level. So depending on what part of your house is going to rent out, but in our case it's going to be the NextGen. So let's get inside and explore what's the NextGen setup is all about. So right when you get inside here, this model, as we all know, for developers to market their place, it's always everything is upgraded. So when you get inside, the all floors are upgraded for this model. And one good thing about Lennar is that they have this strategy that all included, meaning when you buy this house, the appliances except for the washer and dryer is not included. The reason being for that is that when I asked the sales manager, everybody has its own preference in terms of dishwasher, so they remove that in the list of included, but you can still purchase with Lennar when you opted to buy a washer and dryer with them. So let's explore the place. So overall, this area is about 500 to 600 square feet, and this is your kitchen. So there are plenty of storage here actually, and in our case, once we have our NextGen was listed. So if you notice, the cabinet doesn't have any handles. So what I end up doing is I just put all the handles here, which is straightforward. And this oven is not, this microwave is not just a plain microwave. it's an induction oven as well. So it's pretty cool, because one thing that you notice here is that there is no washer and dishwasher at the same time as gas stove. The reason being for that is that by law, when you install a gas stove, then it's considered another unit, or technically it's a house. Except other than that, the refrigerator is also included, and this community, they chose GA for all their appliances. So let's go inside or explore the area. So overall, so one thing I like about the way they did here is that the ceiling, this is 9 feet high in height, so you feel the openness of the area or the place. And although it's not that big, but if you just have a targeted guest with your investment, for example, it's a student or a single person or even a couple. In our case, a couple was renting in our place. We didn't have any kids, so it works for them, right? So here, let's pan to the entry. So that's your main door. You walk inside, and here, this is the dining table. So when we look at this, my wife had already an idea what type of table to put here. So in their case, we put a round table. In our end, we just put a rectangular, which is will consume the space, right? So again, this is a storage. There's no handle here. It's a kitchen. So if you like to cook, this will work for you guys. So overall, in this countertop, this is upgraded, because ours, we didn't opted to upgrade the countertop. So the standard are white, which is pretty nice already. So let's probably just close the door for the time being. Right. So one thing also you notice, there's a lot of lightings here. This is what I like the place. There's a lot of lights, and depending on what type of brightness that you want to your house, if you should switch everything, it's gonna be really bright here. And also, let's go check the backyard. So you have this backyard. This backyard is shared with you as an owner, as also the renter. So probably the setback for this backyard is about 6 or 7 feet, right? So if you look at this, pavers are included, but they are not sealed. So what I did in my end in our house, I sealed it. So sealing is straightforward. So you can just buy sealant or in Home Depot. All right, let me pan again. That's your entry point. Yeah. So let's get inside to the main bedroom. There's only one bedroom actually here. So again, you have a 9 feet height ceiling, which is very nice. And again, the AC, actually there's only one AC in this house. And it's gonna be shared between the upstairs or downstairs, and there's a bulb that balances the heat or cool. So that's I'm still working on in terms of keeping in touch with my renter and see how it works. Do they feel cold when I turn on my one of the biggest selling point of this NextGen to me personally was this space. So normally, if you have a big space for your closet, it's one of the selling point for a renter. And what they did here is that they have this is also included. So it's a built-in washer and dryer as well. So it's not that heavy, or meaning big, but it works. So, and the standard. So in our case, what we did is especially my wife, she told me that it's better for the renters to have a walk-in closet, including ours upstairs, so that depending on their needs, then that's one of the selling point that you install a walk-in closet here. So that's what we did. It's an investment, but in the long run it works. And again, that's one of the highlights that we mentioned in our listing, that you have a walk-in closet. So not everybody will have a walk-in closet if you are renting an apartment, but for us that's one of our selling point. So for the washer and dryer here, what the GE technician told me, because we have some problem with the machine, they made some changes, the manufacturer, but in terms of the load, but overall there's a way to make sure that everything, because if you that you have to load your clothes in that way, because I think the sensor is very sensitive when it comes to running this new model that they had, so for the unit. But again, it's working fine, no problem. So you have the walk-in closet with a dryer here. So I'm going to share a snapshot or picture of what we did in our NextGen. All right, and the paint is all white, so it's bright and very open for me. So again, for this unit, they opted to upgrade the floor, which is ours. We use a different type of flooring, but this is vinyl. So in the long run, this is making the upgrade very convenient for as an investor, at the same time for the maintenance per se, but you need to be careful of the material because it will cost you as well. So, and this is the bathroom. So it's not that big, to be honest, but it will work for a couple or a single person. So, and also, hey guys, and also one thing that I also noticed, because we also toured the other model houses that they have here. So overall, Lennar, this community, the Black Mountain Ranch, they have total 5 communities and they are single houses. So one thing I noticed that regardless of we are in High Point, which is townhouse, but the fit and finish in terms of the material, like this mirror is the same to what you get in the $800 to $900,000 house. So just keep in mind of that, and the overall materials are technically the same. So, but you can still opted for an upgrade, but in terms of the standard, we'll still use the same type of material, which makes sense. Developer can have more profit using the same materials in different type of houses. So here again, you have this glass door, and this is the fiberglass. So it's a standard. What else? So overall, this is a working space for a couple or a single person, and for the toilet, we have this type of cost saving for water, which if you are in Vegas, you have to keep watching with your water, because we have, it's not that convenient, or not, just to make sure that you control your water and utilities in general. So all right, so I think that's overall for the NextGen. It's a nice place to have a rental here. In our case, we already have rented it, and there's always a demand, because when we rented we listed our place, we got 20 inquiries and 10 of them were really serious. So overall, especially if you have your place in terms of designing it or staging it, you'll have a lot of inquiries or lead. So I think that's all. Oh, by the way, you have your own control for the AC here. So again, depending on what type of temperature you want, so it's more like there's a valve that be flapping and trying to balance the temperature of downstairs and also upstairs. All right, so I think that's all, and let's move on to the main house. Again, let me show you what the overall look of the place. All right, so I'll see you in the main house. So that's all from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the tour. So the next video that we're going to do is we're gonna be exploring the upstairs, and still the idea is that it is another option that you can rent out the upstairs and you can also just live in the NextGen suite. So that being said, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to share, subscribe, and happy investing.